We've all been there, or at least I have, and several times. And as a result, I'm an expert in what to avoid post-bike ride, as I've been there and made all the mistakes. So today I'm going to sit back smugly and tell you what you should avoid.
Avoid sitting in your sweaty, muddy kit.
You get home feeling rather tired and just collapse on the sofa. I mean, it is tempting, very tempting indeed, but think of your poor sofa, all that dirt and grime that's on your kit and your legs. It's going to be transferring. Okay, I am half joking. Really, it's your body and your skin that we're concerned about, because if you are sat there in damp kit or a rather dirty, damp chamois, it's the perfect breeding ground for skin irritation and even infections. Plus, once you sat there for a few minutes, you're probably going to start to get rather cold and struggle to warm up again. So as much as it is tempting, make sure you go and jump in the shower or the bath, get clean and dry, and then you can really thoroughly enjoy your chill time.
Don't leave the bike until later.
Actually, that earlier point should come with a caveat. Before you jump in the shower, there's one job you need to do. Yep, clean your bike. I know it's the last thing you feel like doing when you get back after a bike ride, when you're cold, wet, probably a bit tired and hungry. But trust me, if you leave your bike until later, it just won't get done. The mud will dry, it'll be much harder to get clean. Plus, once you've showered and put clean clothes on, you really aren't going to go back out and get yourself a little bit muddy whilst cleaning your bike. So as much as it's an effort, you'll feel very satisfied and you can enjoy the rest afterwards.
Avoid drinking alcohol if you're thirsty.
I must admit, I have fallen foul of this one. Finished my bike ride and gone straight for an alcoholic beverage. In fact, in the summer, I quite often find myself dreaming of a nice, refreshing cider, and then quite often actually going and realising that and stopping in a pub garden before I even make it home. But funnily enough, I never crave a glass of wine, which probably means you're just thirsty. Therefore, I would recommend always trying to have at least one glass of soft drink before ordering that alcoholic beverage, and you might even find the craving passes. If you can, having a recovery shaker or an electrolyte drink would be even better.
Resist the temptations of the bakery.
Stay away from the grocery store, and whatever you do, try not to cycle past the pizza place, as the smell will just be too much for temptation for even the strongest of willed cyclists. Now, you might think it's economic to pop into the grocery store and get your essentials for supper that evening, but can you really ignore the crisps of chocolate and those freshly baked goods? I know I can't. So before you head out, try to have a recovery snack or even a meal ready prepared so you know when you get home you won't give in to temptation and open the fridge and just grab the closest naughty snack.
Your social media uploads can wait.
We all know how important a timely social post is. Of course, you want to share your wonderful pictures, videos, and more importantly, your stats from your ride. And it's really easy to press stop on your bike computer and naturally start uploading it, and then open up Strava and you're analysing your segments. You've got to curate those photos, and obviously you've then got to finesse your title for your latest effort. And that will then take you onto Instagram, where you'll also add those pictures. You'll start looking at other people's photos, and before you know it, the best part of an hour is gone and you're still sat in your sweaty, dirty cycle kit. Which brings us back round to point number one.
Respect your body's physical limitations.
As triathletes, we are used to doing several activities in a day. However, before you head to the gym after your bike ride with the intentions of doing a 1 rep max on your squat, just have a think about the muscle groups that you've just been using for the last few hours. Yes, if you specifically want to get the benefits of going for a brick run, then feel free, but just bear in mind that your performance might be slightly limited. And ideally, you need to factor in plenty of rest and recovery in order to get the most out of your cycling and your training. So with that in mind, we probably recommend going for an easy swim or a very gentle jog just to flush out the legs.
Remember, not everyone rides bikes and wears Lycra.
Yep, to the average public, we do look a little odd dressed like this. So if you are thinking you're going to save time and go and meet your friend for a coffee on your way home, I would suggest that A, you warn them that you're going to be dressed like this, and B, that you check your location, because if you're in some really pristine cafe that's rather sort of on the pale side of things and you're turning up rather muddy, you might not be very welcome. Plus, there's the fact of your bike. Lots of cafes won't appreciate you just propping that up against your table. Enjoy your next bike ride and take our advice if you like. Equally, feel free to completely ignore it and cycle to meet your friends, leave your bike to dry with the dirt on it, have a few beers and cycle home via the grocery store. Why not? Anyway, on a serious note, hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, do give us a like and click on the globe and subscribe.